Alright, right. Welcome back to even more Geometry Dash Yapping with Jeremy. Woo! Um, I hope I've been having trouble with the mics. I'm just gonna try and talk loud and clear. I think this should sound like fine, but like I don't even know at this point. It feels like it sounds different every time I test it. But anyway, that is besides the point. Today, so we left off our story in the previous part after I beat Narvik for my 700th demon asterisk, kind of. So, the next level of note I actually beat after that was Matilda the Machine. I don't think I'm actually gonna play through this one right now, because it is a nerdy and janky dual level, which would probably be very fucked up to practice around. But the quick broad strokes is really just, this is a level, you know, Jazor, the whole machine series, I always liked. I always just liked it because I like duels, it's a really interesting stuff. And I always thought it was cool that Jazor just, like, made a list demon and verified it, so it's a level I kind of looked up to, but I was not good enough to beat, so this was just a cool level to, hey, now I'm good enough to play this. And I could beat it. I liked it decently, but it's got a little some stupid stuff for sure. But yeah, I don't actually think I have anything else to say other than that, so I think this would be a little boring to practice run through. So that's the 30-second story of Matilda the Machine. That's just a level I looked up to. But pretty quickly after that, I got onto Incipit. Wow, I'm so good at typing. Incipient by Jenkins. So, I think it would be funny if I, like, didn't take the LDM. Yeah, you know, let's, like, fuck it. Let's try it. What does this level look like without the LDM? Because I remember there being, like, a bajillion objects in the way. But yeah, Incipient is... Honestly, I'm not sure I even really remember, like, why I started this level exactly. Like, I liked it for some reason. I don't entirely remember, I mean, it's a good level. It's not, like, crazy that I liked it, but yeah, I don't really remember much lore behind this one, really. It's got a cool song. I don't know if that's a hot take. I don't think it is. I think it's a pretty good song. I mean, I meant probably not an insignificant factor that it's orange. I think I'm like, I'm in some kind of coin route here that I like don't think I actually did when I beat the level, but that's just how this run worked out. But yeah. Ah yes, trying to talk over vocals again. That's an interesting place to end up. But yeah, things to say about Incipient. I mean, honestly, I mean, most of the things to say I want to say over, like, the second half, where it's more relevant, because if you know, you know, and if you don't know, you'll find out in, like, 2 minutes, if that. But yeah. It may have been a factor that this level is orange, and you know, that's like my signature color in GD. It's not even my favorite color, that's like purple, but yeah, I don't know, I guess now I'm just gonna talk about like my icons, because what else am I gonna talk about here? But yeah, there's not that much lore to my orange icons, it's really just like, this is like the first icon set I ever like tried that I like hadn't seen before. I definitely just use, like, riot icons and just, like, other people's icons and random stuff for a while. But I kind of just randomly one day tried orange and white, and, like, that wasn't any, like, famous person's signature concept, and I liked the look of it. So, so yeah, I ended up just sticking with orange and white. So anyway, this ball is something. This is like, is this just the hardest part of the level? It might be, in a certain way. Because I think there's definitely, this is also, I feel like this might be, like, different in 2.2, but I feel like this ball might have been, I also remember this being, like, a very common, like, first extreme for, like, 60 hertz players. But, like, I low-key found this, like, so much harder. I'm pretty sure, like, I consider this my second hardest, like, above Allegiance, even, because I'd beaten Daydream at this point. So I feel like this ball might have been, like, harder on higher hertz than it was on 60 hertz, because, you know, that is a thing that can happen. I feel like it doesn't feel that bad anymore. Like, maybe just the 2.2 physics updates, like, fixed that, so that ball isn't, like, impossible anymore. So that's probably good if that's true. But yeah, and here we are at the drop. And something not dissimilar to that, just dying at the first click, ended up being my worst fail on this level. This is like, this is one of my like 3 big like, what the fuck, how did I do that flukes? Because I'm somewhat known for like fluking a decent amount of levels. I will also shout out that dashworm skip, but but like honestly, a lot of the time, I think I over practice levels a lot more than other people might. So like even if my worst fail is like 50 something on a lot of levels, that doesn't even necessarily feel like a fluke to me, because like I because I might have just done like 50 to 100 like 20 times or some shit like that, or like even further runs than that. So like a lot of the time it might look lucky, but like I'm kind of over prepared. But this is not a case of that. This was actually what the fuck, how did I do that with my worst death being 60? Cause like it's pretty hard. It's certainly harder than like the first half, though. I mean, not as hard as the ball, at least the time I played it. And yeah, as I was kind of saying at the beginning, there is like so much more just shit on the screen without the LDM. So it definitely makes the level harder. Also, is that a dead checkpoint? How does this work? So yeah, I died at all of this 0 times. Don't ask me how, because that one, like, actually just doesn't make any sense. Coin there. I'm just, like, getting coins on this practice run that I definitely didn't when I beat the level. And yeah, I can still at least kind of remember just getting, like, here and just being like, I'm just beating the level, like, I'm not dying here. And it was just like, huh? I won? So yeah, fluking my second hardest from the first clip of the drop. Definitely one of the wilder things I've ever done in my GD career. So yeah, that's a fun one to replay. This is just like a cool beginner extreme, a little like off meta. Like it is harder than like your Cataclysms and Accus, I think at least. Like, you know, this is a good choice for. This is probably still a decent enough first extreme if you want to do something weirder than the most common ones. Like, it's a pretty good level. It's a little back heavy, I guess, but like, I think it would be pretty doable for a first extreme. It's a cool level. People should play Incipient. I never did beat Zettabyte. Yeah, I apparently also lost my data on it, but I really liked Zettabyte when I played it. This is a little off topic. I'm pretty sure I played this like way later, but I got a lot of progress. I like really enjoyed it, but I didn't beat it. I don't remember why, honestly, but maybe I should try Zettabyte again, see if I actually want to beat it. It's not likely that I will, but I should at least try it. But anyway, so I did like there's probably a small lull in my activity, not like that long. I think only like a month. I was looking at some of my YouTube uploads. I kind of chilled out for a little bit because I was on a bit of a hot streak with like Nervic and then Matilda and then Incipient, so I toned it back down for a little while. But then I believe the next level was, funny enough, another second hardest. Meltdown. Not that one. This Meltdown. So, this level, this kind of goes into the era of the Insane Demon list when that was becoming popular. There's definitely some lore I have with that. But yeah, this level was like briefly an Insane Demon, which is definitely praise the Lord. Well, I mean, I guess technically praise Cool Dash for fixing that. Much as I don't like the practice in general, it was just this time, because this is just so not even a little bit an Insane Demon. Once again, like, second hardest above Incipient and Allegiance. So, like, this shit is... And I mean, it probably doesn't look like it if you haven't seen the level before for this gameplay. Okay, apparently I'm the goat and I can still do that wave. Nice. But yeah, it's... You'll see momentarily why this is, like, actually really fucking hard. But yeah, this level, I kind of just, like, it's also just a cool level, but I definitely in decent part wanted to play it because it was, like, Insane Demon and potentially, like, getting placed on IDL before it got fixed. So that was part of why I played it for sure. But yeah, welcome to insanely hard ship land. Like, this ship is just fucked up. Like, it's a cool ship, but this shit is fucked up. Like, this is really difficult. What was even my strat here? I might have done, like, 2 clicks to, like, balance out. But yeah, that feels natural. Yeah, like, this... So, it's certainly pretty unbalanced, but, because, like, it really is just this ship is not RTA. So yeah, it's like, especially this duel, I think I just kind of stayed all on the bottom. There's definitely, like, some strats to, like, switch up and down, but I don't think I found that as good. But yeah, just, this shape is really hard, and we cannot have Insane Demons with gameplay that's difficult in them. Yeah. We're gonna be spending our attempts here. Yeah, like, Jesus. Like, this is just so tight. Yeah. I kind of had to just lock in to even, like, play this and get through this for this practice run. Yeah, still this, too. Okay, but there. Now we're free from the impossible shit. Now I can maybe speak again. And, like, suddenly we're back to, like, this is, like, really easy. Okay, I mean, like, this ball is dyeable, but it's pretty easy. Like, you see all the blocks that are real very clearly. And this wave is tough, too. Hmm. Yeah, I think there's... Yeah, this is also something. I wonder if this is gonna work better nowadays. I remember there was like a high hertz bug or something for something in this cube. The memory is a little vague, but honestly, if nothing jumps out as like a choke point, then that probably means whatever it is was fixed in 2.2. Oh yeah, it was probably this slope. Yeah, I think it would have been like one of these clicks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you had to jump or do some bullshit here. So that's nice that this seems better now. Rare 2.2 being good. But yeah. This whole like last quarter, it's not like too bad, but it's still like very dyeable. So it's mostly stress test, but can you keep your nerves after passing the ship and everything? Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. This level is, I don't know, it's kind of interesting. I guess there's honestly, it's not that crazy of a level. It's not that popular either. This wave is weird, but yeah. I mean, it's leveled decently quickly, but it's still just like, this level is just really difficult. So yeah. Meltdown by Darwin. It's a cool level I beat. And anyway. So, kinda, as I mentioned, this was sort of... I don't think I'm gonna play most of these levels, but this was in a bit of like, had an insane demon list arc, as that was up and coming. And some interesting lore some people may not have been aware of is like, me and my friend group, mostly John to be honest, like, this is a decent hand in like helping the insane demon list grow. Which I'm not sure people knew. Like it kinda at this point I don't even remember the names of like the people who originally created it, but there are some people who are trying to run one, and like John and me and some others like stumbled across it a bit. But like they weren't really like organized or like run very well or objectively. It was a lot of kind of like vibes and just the opinions of the people who made it. But John like got Zane, who another like friend from Supreme server who was also like on the main Pointer Crate Demon List team, and he like got Zane to like show them how the main demon list like analyzes opinions to place levels in something and stuff. So that definitely helped the idea like actually be able to be taken seriously as it was taken off by them like analyzing opinions normally and not just being the vibes. So we probably can't really take like full credit. Obviously, we didn't actually start making it, but my friend group definitely had some influence in IDL, like, taking off, I think. So, that's kind of some neat history and, like, effect we've had on the game. But yeah, kind of as such, I was a little bit active, like, playing IDL levels. Again, I don't think I want to practice run through, but there was a bunch of shit like Fiber and, like, Excessive Complement. And also, Blaster, which is my least favorite level, but other people. Okay, hold on. Blaster. This is another. Where even is it? Apparently, it's the lowest one. Okay, fuck it. Honestly, I wasn't even planning to do this, but I should talk about Blaster. There's a few funny stories and things to tell about this level, so fuck it. I'm playing Blaster again. I didn't think I would do this, actually. But yeah. So, this... I don't want to bash this level, like, too hard, because a lot of this is kind of personal preference. I know a lot of people like this, and, like, in retrospect, I can understand. I can respect people liking this, even if I absolutely hated everything about it. I don't want to, like, hate this level too hard, because a lot of the issue is, like, I just find this beginning so, like, sleep-inducing. Like, I can actually truly say I've, like, never been closer in my entire life to falling asleep in my computer chair than when I was playing this level. Like, I can very distinctly remember, like, even in a VC, like, my eyelids were drooping. Like, this level was putting me to sleep completely. And yeah. Like, that in itself is, like, pretty notable, honestly. Like IRL lore, I, like, don't really take naps that much. I kind of struggle to fall asleep in the middle of the day most of the time, so... The fact that, like, a video game level was able to do that is kind of wild. Like, that is... I'm not someone who falls asleep that easily, so the fact that this level was putting me to sleep is, like, actually kind of insane. But yeah. I think a lot of... Another thing I really, like, disliked about this level is, like... There's definitely a lot of, like, clicks that depend on others and, like, how you did the orbs before. Like, you have to be, like, so intentional, and, like, pretty much everything is a timing, which... I may be... Like, yeah, it's something that pissed me off a lot. I think it may have also just been I kind of, like, underestimated the level. Like, and I didn't, like, quite respect the level as much as I should have in terms of, like, learning it and, like, learning timings to get consistent. So, that's definitely a factor, too. You should probably respect this level a bit more in the learning process than I did if you want to beat it. The part is weird as shit, though. Okay, and how the hell does this duel work? Okay, that's not too bad, actually. Okay. Momentary lock-in to try and get through this duel. So is it like... Am I just trying to... Am I trying to put them both on the... Am I trying to, like... I feel like maybe I'm just trying to, like, line them up. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. There we go. And also, huge shoutouts to the fact that these portals do not cover the entire thing and you can miss them. I tried to, like, calm my nerves and just not press anything for a second, and that happened to me from zero, not knowing this was a thing. So that's a notable clip in my Blaster video, I think. So, yeah. So, as much as I said I don't want to hate this level too much, and it's a lot of personal preference, this last ship is bad. I'm sort of sorry, Restoray, but, like, this shit was... Okay, apparently I first tried it there, but, like, 92, like, this last ship is just kind of really jank and inconsistent. And, like, yeah, this, like, drop down, like, I found this, like, so inconsistent. Apparently I can do it now. And also this ending is really, really annoying. Like, I do, even in hindsight, think this, like, ending is pretty bad, but... Don't let that stop you from trying this level if it looks like your kind of thing. I think I'm in the minority for disliking it. Even if this was, like, my least favorite experience in GD. Don't let that stop you. Follow your dreams. But yeah. The last two little funny lore things. I guess, like, you probably, yeah, blocked Restoray. Probably go unblock him. I'll do that after the recording. Because that was a little excessive, perhaps. But it did make for a funny clip when I beat the level. Yeah, Restoray, like, left a comment on my Blaster video before I even made it public, which is really funny. Because I submitted it to IDL, like, the day before I made the video public, so evidently he, like, found it through there and left a comment. I was a little bad about bashing so much there. So, sorry, Restoray, several years later. I was more angry than I should have been at this level, I think. But yeah. The last funny story about this level is... This was, again, in, like, early IDL days. Before they eventually did just, like, the weekly, weekly IDL level that you could get a roll for and stuff to, like, give opinions on. And honestly, I, like, basically... There's a role, or was a role in the IDL server called just, like, Contributor, that was basically just, like, a weekly before they actually formally introduced weeklies. So I got the Contributor role from John for beating and giving an opinion on Blaster for IDL in the very early days. And the funny thing about that is, like, I think this only happened once, maybe twice, but, like, years down the line, I'm pretty sure the, like, later IDL staff, like, didn't think anyone had the Contributor role, and they would sometimes just, like, spam ping meme roles. So, like, I actually did get spam pinged in the IDL server, like, once or twice for having Contributor, which they probably thought was, like, an old archaic role that no one actually had, but I did have it. So that's funny, very funny lore. But yes, Blaster, there's certainly lots of story about that one. Wow, it's interesting. That is the least liked level named Blaster, which is fascinating. What the fuck is this level? Okay, we're going on a complete tangent, but what is non-featured 7-star? What is this? And why does it have over 1 million downloads? I need to find this out. We're going on a side quest. I mean, yeah, this is very early 2.0. Something like that. Truly beautiful gameplay. Okay, I think I have the, like, there's, like, a hack for 1 attempt practice complete, so hey, I got 7 stars. Very perplexing that this has over 1 million downloads and 90,000 likes. I don't know why that's a thing that happens, but sure. That's the level that exists. Anyway, getting undistracted operation. But yes, I believe I was just saying in my Insane Demon List era, I beat, like, Excessive Compliment. There's also, I'm not gonna play through this one, but like Like Paz 2. There's also a Like Paz 1. I never played this. Apparently I quit a practice run, which is not a good sign. But this level's actually really cool. This level's very fun. I recommend Like Paz 2 to most players, I think. There's like a couple dumb joke points, but this level's actually really cool and like super underrated. Wow. Like only 30,000 downloads. That's kind of shocking. Is that like up to date? Huh. People, play Lake Paz 2. As dumb as the name sounds, it's actually a good level. But yes, the next level of note. Okay, I kind of need to do a little setup before I even look for it. But I was approaching 800 demons at this point, keeping up the demon grind going. But I was trying to do nightlife, which nightlife is a level I mean, I still think it's good. It was, like, my favorite level for a good long time, I think. But I was trying to beat it, and I was getting a little unlucky. And I made a deal with my friend Supreme. This is something my friend group... I didn't get that much into it, but, like, Supreme and John and some other people in that friend group would do it a lot of just making deals. Like, if you beat this level, I have to beat this level. Or like dual deals to like help like keep each other focused. Like if you don't beat this level like within this month or something, it's like a light punishment. Or like if you do beat the level within this month, then like I'll beat this other level to give you more like incentives and reasons to play it and stuff. So I entered a deal like that with Supreme. To beat nightlife by like a certain day, or else I'd have to beat the level we're about to play. And I ended up getting decently unlucky. I mean, the ending of nightlife is also just impossible, so maybe it wasn't even that unlucky, but I was getting a little sick of it. I did not beat it in time. And also, Supreme, like, thought I was gaslighting him, and he thought I was just, like, lying that I hadn't beaten it. But it was true. I didn't beat the level. So, the result of that deal was I had to beat Necrodynamics. So, the thing is, I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna bring any results. But I wonder. Yeah. God, this is so tragic. Like, maybe... yeah, if you didn't know, this level got an update, which was a little tragic. Okay. So wait, I almost wonder if I can, like... Maybe if I play, like, an LDM that was, like... Like, I don't know, I wonder, can I find any, like, older versions? Like, here's an LDM. But these were released, like, so much later. These are, like, probably still the new version. Maybe they're not, actually. I don't really know. And unfortunately, the only way to, like, check for certain is to get, like, halfway through a practice run. So... What are some of these? Yeah. These are... Also, some of these are definitely not even the same level. Apparently there's a bug at 74 people are talking about. I don't even know what, but... Oh, here's a start pause version. That's probably, like, super recent, too. But fine, we'll just play the actual version post-update, as tragic as it is. But yes. Necrodynamics by Helpegasus. This ended up being my 800th demon instead of Nightlife. Because of the deal. I was kind of tired of Nightlife anyway, so I decided, fine, we'll just hop on this. So yeah, this is quite an interesting level. So this is one of the transitions that has ever been made in Geometry Dash. Wow, yeah. So the kind of this level's like beginning is not good, to say the least. Like this, this level's. I mean, I don't know if this is even really a pre-drop, but like basically the first third of this level is very hard, and also like yeah, it's like this is just really hard, and it's a lot of it's pretty jank too. So this like yeah, like this whole start is just pretty questionable. So bear with me while I try and understand how the hell to play a duel again. Um, this some of these duels are like neat though. Okay, I think it's more the second one. There's like a cool click pattern in this like wave coming up. So this level is like this level is cool. I like this level broadly, but there is just some bullshit in this first third that made it a lot worse. Yeah, also this was like not symmetrical, I don't think. This is definitely one of those highly questionable level design moments. So, yeah. But yeah. This, see, yeah, see, this is a neat little, like, wave duel part, actually. Like, I want to appreciate this, because, like, the way this works is, like, you're just holding, and, like, you hit a gravity portal. Like, you hit the gravity portal, which makes you go up, and then you release but hit another. So, like, it's actually a really neat wave. Like, that's a really neat, like, little way to do a wave. This is actually hard, but it just, like, feels cool. I like this duel. But yes. So anyway, now we are out of the first third. And honestly, like, the rest of this, it's pretty just great. It gets a lot easier, but just this gameplay is just really fun and cool throughout. So, yeah. Think I forgot to like say anything for a second, I think, but we're coming up on. So yeah, I mean, as I was saying, this level got a tragic update that was just. It was supposed to make the level better, but like I think they changed like 5 things in the entire level, and most of them like don't matter. So I don't even think the update like actually made the level significantly better. There were very few changes. One of them was absolutely nuking this. There used to be like a third set of fireballs that made this like a pretty tight space. So, and they made that just like completely free now. It was like a bit of a choke point, but it wasn't even that bad, and they just made it like auto. So that was kind of a stupid update. So yeah. And like there's also a few like transitions that like they fixed, I guess, but like they weren't really even that bad in the first place. And the verifier acted like he'd saved the level, but like it okay, also what the fuck is happening in this checkpoint? I think that was bugged. But yeah, this guy like I swear, some people were acting like the level was saved, but like it was still pretty good. The update didn't actually change much. And the most tragic thing of the update is coming up soon. You can skip that dash orb, I guess. But yes, this is why the update was so bad. This part used to be like unique and interesting. Because the way this did work, I forgot to actually put a checkpoint, was there's these lines on the UFO. There's these lines that are portals, and you can see now that now they're just yellow and blue. And these used to all be yellow. and it was kind of a memory section, but you can see there's these. Well, it's possible that you don't see, but there are these like things on the bottom, these like arrows and X's, like in the structuring. And like the way this works, there was a little like note to describe it, was like the green arrows you like click and like the red ones you don't. And like it was still basically memory, but like it had this like aid kind of thing in the bottom structure to like help you learn it. And like you can say it's questionable, you can say it's bad, but it was like unique. It was interesting. This was something that like only this level had. Like I've never seen this kind of thing anywhere else. So like even if you think it's bad, it's so tragic to remove it. Like you removed something unique and interesting about this level. So this is like a lot of why I really, really, really hate the update to this level. Is like they just kind of ruined something that was interesting. Like they removed something unique, which is just like a tragedy of art. That probably sounds a little pretentious, but like and tell me I'm wrong. Like this part was like unique. And also, this was literally the origin of the field trip lore. Supreme beat this level and literally never noticed the whole like green arrow to click indicators in the structure. He just like memorized it raw and never noticed it. And I like pointed out how like cool this section was. And Supreme's response was like, "Bro, I'm not going on a field trip in every level I beat. How am I supposed to find these things?" And the field trip became a meme among I basically just said among us, like among my friend group. So yeah, like that became the investigating things. So it's so tragic that this level was updated to remove that. 'Cause it was something unique and interesting, and they just yeeted it, which is so bad. But anyway, that's that rant over for the most part. Also, I remember like also what okay. People like on those other copies I was looking at, people were talking about a bug at 74, but what bug? Was there a bug in pre 2.2? I don't remember there being. Like you have to I mean, I guess this part is weird. You have to just like tap the orb and the slope just like sucks you on and it doesn't launch you. I guess maybe on some refresh rates that like didn't work, but I mean on the refresh rate I played it, it worked perfectly even in 2.1. But yeah, I remember like asking the guy who like verified the update if he had like a changelog, and he didn't even make a changelog or like keep track of what he fixed with the update. So it was just a terrible update in pretty much every possible way. Like it wasn't even well organized for what they did. Yeah, we're coming up on the end of the level. And yeah, so there was actually so much interesting stuff to talk about for this level that I didn't even get to mention that this is the second member of my three great flukes along with Incipient. I fluked this level from 47%. On the older version, it was a little harder. So yeah, update by these three people, unfortunately. Wish they didn't. Screw these people. But I did also fluke this level from 47, which was pretty ridiculous that happened. But yes, Necrodynamics. Wow, there's a lot of lore on this one, I realized. Hmm. But yeah, I think that's all the Necrodynamics lore I can dump. Wow. So yeah, this level was also used to rank very high on the IDL. I swear, the level got like nuked on the IDL after the update. Like it's not even on the list, which I think is a little wild. I mean, obviously I can't speak that much, but like I don't think the update made it that much easier. I feel like it should probably still be on the Insane Demon list, not gotten like nuked super far down. But I haven't beaten the update, so I guess I can't technically say for sure. But yes, actually, for real, that's all the for dynamics lore, of which there is much. So yeah, I think I continued and beat some more IDL levels and stuff for a bit, but now we can talk about my next extreme. Precipitance. This level... just 1 second. Just taking a drink of water. But yeah. Precipitance. This level, I think, this was another kind of just... I guess also, this was notable that this was my 10th Extreme Demon. So that was a cool milestone I was able to hit. At least temporarily, I think, before some more levels got dropped. Wow. How do you time this? There we go. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is, like, quite pre-drop heavy. This was a level, it was kind of just, it was a new-ish Extreme Demon, and I think this was in the arc of the, Krusta's Geometry Dash Demon progression. Which I would later, yeah, so this was, I played this kind of for the GDDP in the brief period of time that I actually respected Krusta or the GDDP. I now mostly refer to it as the GDJP for Geometry Dash Joke progression. But yeah, I don't, I'm not gonna go on the GDDP rant, I guess maybe I can in the next episode if people, like, want me to, but... I did, yeah. That's kind of what, that's basically the whole reason I beat this. I mean, obviously, I also thought it looks decent. But yeah. Yeah, I guess this level's not really, like, that notable. It's a decently cool level, but nothing too special. It is quite sync-based. Yeah, I remember these first, like, 2 clicks being pretty bad. Yeah, like, these timings are hard. God, this is just gonna be another Phanotophobia or something where, like, I actually kind of need to, like, focus, because it's also, like, sync-based, too. I might, I might play really shitty if I try to talk while I play this. But, we'll do our best. Yeah, there's also really, like... This is kind of just... Like, the main, like, things relevant to my progression, I guess, was just the... Beat this for my 10th Extreme Demon. I think I semi-fluked this one, too. Like, it wasn't that big, I think it was only from, like, 75 or something. But I think I minorly fluked this one, too. Was this robot hard? I feel like I remember this robot having... Or maybe there was, like, something jank about this robot. I don't remember what. It was probably this slope jump, actually. You gotta jump on this slope, it seems. Yeah. So it's satisfying. It's decently fun. But yeah, I don't know if there's actually much more lore to say about it. But we'll be playing it. Oh. I hate that shit. I guess this is far from specific to this level, but I really hate when people just, like, arbitrarily kill you for, like, skipping. Because, like, it's kind of your own fault that there's a skip, so, like, insulting me for doing a skip that, like, your gameplay allowed me to do, that, like, ticks me off so bad when people do that. Especially 'cause, like, it's not even always, like, intentional. So yeah, I guess that's just tiny pet peeve I have about GD. I really hate when people just like, when creators just arbitrarily kill you for skipping things. It's so annoying. But yeah. Yeah. Once again, I guess, enjoy a tiny bit of Precipitance ASMR as I... Actually, I don't even know if you can hear my clicks. I don't think you can. Yeah, I need to fucking figure out my mic. But we're almost done anyway. And definitely don't do that, please. So yeah, Precipitance. It's decent. I guess there's not that much to say about it, but it's a cool sync-based, low-ish end extreme demon. It's a cool level. I'd recommend it. So, yeah, I think. I almost don't want to do this even, but I think it would be relevant to the story to check out a certain something. I once again proved to be the best typer in the universe. So this is going to be like the first level in this entire series that feels highly relevant to the story that I haven't actually beaten. But this is Concaved Memories. And yeah, this level is like kinda, we're almost going into a little sad story time because this level basically destroyed me. And this level like shattered my confidence and enjoyment of this game for a long time because I got so unlucky and I just like couldn't beat this. Except I obviously could beat this, but I just couldn't like actually pull through and control my nerves. And yeah, so it's kind of, we'll see why more in like the second half. But yeah. Concave Memories, this is a little bit like, kind of, I don't know if there's that much like lore. I mean, mostly is again like Supreme Beat. It was kind of a notable, semi-famous level around the difficulty range of Daydream. I think it's probably usually considered harder in the modern age, at least. Also, like, how the man. Let me figure out this tool real quick. There we go. But yeah, this level, it was kind of like, I mean, it's cool. It's not like a bad level. I mean, it's pretty sick on paper. And it was just like notable level near Daydream. Probably considered harder. I always thought it was easier. But, and yeah, so I tried to beat it. I thought it would be a really cool, like, hardest or second hardest, like, tied hardest at least. But yeah, that's unfortunately not how this level went down in reality. Because yeah, I mean, you'll see as we get into the second half, this level, it's mostly first half heavy, But, like, the second half is insanely nerve-wracking. And, like, I guess I mean, nerve control has never been my strong suit. And, like, the more unlucky I got, just the more it was like I just couldn't keep my nerves throughout this insanely stressful second half, and I just got so many deaths to the ending, including to like really easy parts. And this level, like, yeah, it really just like wrecked my confidence in this entire game. But like, it's kind of sad because like it is pretty cool. Like, I don't think I would like recommend people stay away from this level. I think the more I played it, the more like flawed it felt, and the more just like random obscure bullshit I'd see happen. But, like, I still wouldn't give this a little less than like a 7 out of 10. And if you can beat it faster, it's probably an 8 or a 9. So, but yeah, as you can see here, like, this gameplay is so much easier. It's just instantly. It's like way easier than everything in the first like 55. But like this song is just terrifying, and this slow gameplay that you just want to not fuck up. Like, and it's so long of this, and like this part just fucks my nerves up so unbelievably hard. Oh, and I mean you'll see another big thing at like 80. Like yeah, like this gameplay is so much easier. But that just makes it, like, even more nerve-wracking and even worse to die here. Apparently this green one was hard. And also, another thing that definitely didn't help was this wave coming up. Because right here with, like, nerves on high, you get to do, if I stop dying to the ship, this glorious wave part. Like, yeah, just these two, like, 4 times the speed mini-wave clicks are just such a nasty choke point to try to have to hit, like, with nerves. I'm pretty sure at one point, I just died, like, to the exact same click in the wave, like, 5 times from 0 without passing it. And yeah, like, this level just destroyed my confidence. It just ruined me. I even died, like, after this wave, like, this part is so easy. You really should not ever be dying, like, 83 to the end, but I'm sure I had, like, 5 deaths here, more, before I dropped this level. I just could not hold my nerve, and I always died here. I even died to, I died to literally this robot click, or something like that. And I also had, like, 90 and 91. I did, I think I died to this straight fly, and, like, this green orb. So, yeah, this. Concave, probably more than anything else, is, like, the level that broke me. Pretty much. This level just went so atrociously in every possible way. And I couldn't take it, and I dropped it with 91%, and I will never beat it. That practice run actually went quite well. I did a few days ago in my delusional arc. I like played a session of this level, kind of relearn it and sort of see did I want to try and beat it again to like redeem myself or anything. And the answer to that question was no after one session before you get excited, but I did play it a bit, so at least that practice run went a lot faster than it may have otherwise. But yeah, this was kind of the start of a bit of a dark period. I mean, that's That's a bit of a dramatic way to say it, but this was definitely a bit of a low point in my motivation and desire to push myself in the game and stuff like that. Like, I kind of just had bad times with a whole lot of things. This is another I don't think I'm gonna play through this one right now, but Frizzantino vibes. This is another level. I did eventually beat this after just also a really painful and unlucky experience and just unfun time. So yeah, I'm not playing through this right now, but yeah, this was still kind of just the low point of my motivation. I did beat this eventually, as probably Extreme Demon, but yeah, kind of just bad times after Concaved. It put me into a bit of a funk for a while. But in order to not end this video on a super low note, we are going to look for this level. Like, I always kind of pronounce this one literally. I just say, like, Fixer Pixwer. You probably can just say Firepower. They just put 2 X's or something. But this level I also didn't necessarily have that great of a time with, but this was kind of the start of the comeback, because this was my 900th demon. This also has, like, kind of an impossible beginning, but then gets, like, way more reasonable later on. So, might need to bear with me for the first 20% as I get through this. So yeah, this was another... I don't know if it was, like, placed on IDL yet when I beat it, but this was also, like, there's definitely a case for this to be Extreme Demon, I think. It's kind of shocking that, like, it's not even in the highest, like, GDL and, like, IDS tier. This level's pretty damn brutal. Especially just in the beginning parts. Like, this ship is really hard. Yeah, sorry. We're just gonna have to crawl our way through this beginning before I can talk a little easier. Because, yeah, especially, like, this shit is so hard, dude. Like, there's this wave. Yeah, I think it's kind of after this wave it chills out, but, like, we're in 4 times, I think. Like, this wave is nuts for an insane demon. And yeah, like, kind of after this point, it becomes significantly more reasonable. Ooh, do I have to, like, time that? That's a bit nasty. That's probably a bad checkpoint. Yeah, or, like, somewhere around 20, this level becomes more reasonable. But yeah. So yeah, this level also is probably really hard to talk over. But yeah. Again, I don't think I had, like, a great experience with this level, but it was decent enough. And, like, I think I got a little unlucky, but I still beat it, like, quick enough that this kind of started to bring the confidence back a bit after the Dark Ages. God, that feels so silly to say, but, like, it's sort of true. But yeah. Fixer Pixwer. This was also kind of neat, because I was definitely, like, early victor of this. Like, I mean, here, well, we might be able to see once I exit out on, like, the global leaderboard, but I beat this level. I was definitely a pretty early winner of this level. So that definitely made me feel better about myself, too, for beating, like, a debatably extreme pretty quick. Yeah, this practice run is going to be a little impossible. But yeah. And yeah, 900 demons. I guess that's really is the most notable part of this. Like, we're kind of like hitting 500 demons is like a big deal. Like that was a pretty huge milestone in and of itself. I really cannot hit this dashboard apparently. But yeah, like, but then it's kind of, it almost like the next couple hundreds don't really feel like that special. Like 600 and 700 are like, it's kind of just like it's 100 and 200 again, but worse. Cause like I don't know. 7 and 6 are just like not that 700 and 600 are just not that like special. And like 800's a little better, but it's still nothing crazy. But like 900 is finally like you can see the home stretch. Like you can start to see the finish line of hitting 1,000 from 900, which you kind of can't from 800 or any of the previous numbers. So like you definitely don't jump there. But yeah, this is like 900 demons is kind of the end is in sight. Where the fuck am I going? What the hell is that? Okay. Um. But yeah. Yeah, I guess I don't really have that much to say about this level in particular. Is this just like ride the slope? Okay, yeah, it is. You know, go up. Yeah, so this level's pretty crazy. This level's hard if you didn't notice. Renbob, didn't you fluke this from like something stupid? You fluked this from like the 20s, which makes no sense. Don't know how you did that. Don't think that would be possible or allowed. But yeah. And this level's neat. I think, like, there's definitely some issues, mostly with, like, the first, like, 20% being so much harder. But, like, it's a decently fun level with kind of varied timings. It's probably... Yeah, like, I'd recommend people at least check this level out to see if you want to beat it. But yeah, here's the outro. I remember finding, like, a skip. There's, like, I think in the last wave. Not this one. Yeah, there's something coming up here. Let's just lock in and finish this run up. Yeah, I think you're supposed to hit this blue orb, but you... Oh, right, yeah, it's like you skip that green orb and you just do that wave as a normal. There's your little tip of the day. But yeah, the Fixer, after the kind of bad period I was in from Concaved and Fresentino, Fixer Pixwer. Sounds stupid, but that's how I'm gonna just call it. Fixer Pixwer kind of was the start of the comeback and the start of the home stretch of my last 100 demons towards my big goal of 1,000 demons. We started the home stretch from here. And that is going to do it for today's episode. I think we got through enough. There should only be one more episode remaining to finish off my entire Geometry Dash story. In like 8 videos, I think, of the series, so hope you're looking forward to that. I think it'll be fun to record. I hope my voice doesn't give out, because there's probably a lot of things I'm going to want to say during it as we hit my 1,000th demon and such, but yes, that is going to do it for today. I hope you all enjoyed and are looking forward to the finale. So yeah, I hope to see you there.